On the first day of the Battle of Yarmouk, the two armies faced off. The Byzantines, led by Baham with over 200,000 fighters, and the Muslims, commanded by Khalid ibn al-Walid with 36,000 fighters. The Byzantines began their assault on the left flank of the Muslims, but Khalid employed a well-planned defensive strategy using the hit-and-run tactic. Khalid lured the Byzantines into attacking and then launched counterattacks, forcing them to retreat. Despite facing successive assaults, the Muslims maintained their cohesion, which weakened the enemy's morale. The day ended without a clear resolution, but the Muslims demonstrated their resilience, setting the stage for the following days of battle. After the Byzantines' failure on the first day, Commander Baham changed his strategy on the second day, attempting to encircle the Muslim army from the flanks. He targeted the right flank led by Umar ibn al-As and the left flank led by Yazid ibn Abi Sufyan. However, Khalid ibn al-Walid was prepared, reinforcing the flanks with flexible troops and implementing the hit-and-run tactic to lure the Byzantines into ambushes. At a critical moment, Khalid sent cavalry led by al-Khattab ibn Umar to support the left flank, thwarting the enemy's plan. The second day ended with the Byzantines failing to make any progress, boosting the Muslims' morale and weakening the enemy's position, while Khalid remained vigilant, ready to launch a counterstrike. On the third day of the Battle of Yarmouk, the Byzantine commander Baham felt the pressure after his failed attempts to encircle the Muslim army. Khalid ibn al-Walid realized he needed a new plan, so he ordered some battalions to retreat in an organized manner to create the illusion of exhaustion. The Byzantines advanced eagerly, believing they had achieved victory. However, when they moved far enough away, Khalid issued orders to launch a counterattack. The Muslim forces suddenly surged forward in rapid assaults, catching the Byzantines off guard. On the fourth day of the Battle of Yarmouk, Muslim morale was high. Khalid ibn al-Walid capitalized on Byzantine confusion with surprise attacks on their weak points. The Muslims, organized into small, flexible groups, executed hit-and-run tactics, causing chaos in the Byzantine ranks. On the fifth day of the Battle of Yarmouk, the Romans decided to launch a full-scale attack, exploiting their large numbers to create a breach and encircle the Muslim army. However, Ikrimah ibn Abi Jahl displayed great heroism when he called out to the Muslims, "Who will pledge to me for death?" 400 men advanced with him and penetrated the ranks of the Byzantine army, despite facing thousands of soldiers. Thanks to their bravery, they managed to break the siege and confuse the Byzantine forces, forcing them to retreat. As the sun set, it became clear that the Death Battalion was the core of the Muslims' victories, as they gained control of the battlefield, signaling that victory was near. On the sixth day of the Battle of Yarmouk, the Muslims' morale was high while the Byzantines weakened. Khalid ibn al-Walid aimed for a decisive victory. At sunrise, he led attacks alongside other commanders, with the Death Battalion, led by Ikrimah ibn Abi Jahl, striking at the Byzantine center using effective tactics. Facing dwindling supplies and heavy losses, the Byzantines struggled under pressure. The Muslims captured a strategic hill, further strengthening their position. By evening, the Byzantines retreated en masse, resulting in a clear victory for the Muslims. The Battle of Yarmouk is renowned in Islamic history for showcasing the Muslim strength and Khalid ibn al-Walid's military genius.